Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you my top 10 trends for spring 2018. I've gathered 10 because I think it's a good number, and also because not all the trends you need to kind of like follow and love, but these are my definitely top 10. I love all these trends, and yes, let's get into it. First, I want to say that every season there are plenty new trends, and you kind of need to see which one suits your style and your personality. You don't have to feel pressure to kind of like try all of them and combine all of them and be like too, out there with all the new trends. I kind of believe in basics, so always try to invest in basics and incorporate the trends along with them. Don't let the trends overpower your style and your personality. Just use the trend to show who you are and not the other way around. So just want to mention that. And yes, let's just get started. Gingham and check. So we've seen them all around in the winter time, and now they're back even stronger for the spring. The nice thing about those two patterns is that they're coming in a fresher way. You will see them in brighter, like bright white and either navy or black or other colors. Another thing that I really like about check and gingham is that even though they're patterns, they're still kind of like, not over the top. You can still feel free to incorporate another trend with it, especially if you choose to go for more of a neutral kind of colors. And so you can even incorporate it with another pattern like a floral, for example. I really like the combination of the two, or stripes. Yeah, it's just a really cool graphic pattern to play with, and you can either go for a really large pattern to go bold, or really small check and gingham, so you'll be like less out there. So it's really up to you, and it's really cool trend to play with. Thin glasses, we've seen them all over. Basically they are the ones that has a really thin frames, so you can see them all over Instagram, basically all over right now. They started kind of like in those small companies, and it's really nice to know that the small companies, the indie companies, has a say in the industry, and they kind of like set the tone for the spring and summer to have those kind of glasses. I'm sure you'll be able to find something that suits your personality. They add a lot of character to your outfit, and yeah, I really love them. I already have one from Zara. They are really cool. You should definitely give it a shot. The dead sneakers. Some people call them the ugly sneakers, some people call them the chunky sneakers. I've heard a lot of names, but basically it's the dead sneakers. And the reason why it's a dead sneakers is because they're chunky, manly, kind of like old-fashioned kind of sneakers. And the uglier, the better. That's how I feel about it. A lot of companies are already doing them, mostly luxury brands having them right now, but I've seen Zara making their own version, and I'm sure we'll be able to find more in the high street. And yeah, so I think the main one that everybody kind of like wants and try to get is the Balenciaga. It's my favorite, however, it's a bit out there in terms of price range, and also I think it's a bit too rough for my personality. But you can also find them in Gucci. Acne is also doing them. And who else? Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton has a really cool version as well. So definitely worth just checking those out and get inspired. Yeah, it's a really cool trend. And I think my favorite way to wear this kind of trend is as a contrast with something a lot more feminine, like flowy dress, flowy skirt. I really love it, and I can't wait to find the pair that will suit my personality and my taste. So yeah, I'm still on hunt, but definitely I will give it a go. So the raffia slash straw bags, I think that's how you say it, raffia, never mind. But we all know what we're talking about. Those ones that we've seen last summer, the round ones. A lot of bloggers used to wear them last summer, but it kind of like started in the end of the season. So a lot of people kind of like missed it, like myself. For me, when I saw them last summer, it was already pretty cold and it didn't really fit. But right now they're coming back big time. I've seen a lot of luxury brands are also having their own kind of version. It reminds me of like ecological, kind of like, nature, all these kind of good things, and I'm all up for that. I love feeling closer to nature, so those kind of items reminds me of those places, vacations that you're like in the nature. I just love this vibe, and definitely I see myself wearing it with like a linen skirt or a shirt or even a dress. Everything that's linen, everything that's cotton, everything that's natural and organic, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, that's why I really, really love this trend, and it's so suitable for the spring and even the summer. It's just take me on vacation. I'm all up for that. That's the vibe I'm getting from it. Logos and slogans. So I wouldn't normally wear something with a huge logo, but I kind of get the cool vibe that it gives to the outfit when you kind of like get bold and choose like a t-shirt with a bold statement. And it's nice because it can be just a t-shirt, but it has so much personality and you don't really need to think that much. You just take a look around and see what kind of t-shirt you like and what slogans speaks to you. And with such an easy piece, you can make such a statement. Another reason why I really, really love this trend is because a lot of the slogans are related to empowering women. So for me, it's always a good thing. I really, really love it. Obviously, I feel like it's so strong and powerful, and it makes me feel good. So the plastic slash clear slash PVC bags or any kind of accessories, it's the same kind of like with the raffia bags. Nobody has a specific name. Every brand kind of call it a different way, but we all know what we're talking about. Those plastic clear bags or accessories. I've seen them all over again, high street and luxury. But basically, there's not much to say. It's just a clear piece of accessories. You can find them as shoes, which I don't really recommend because it's really kind of like sweaty. And you can also find a belt, which is really cool, and maybe a hat, but the hat can also be kind of like sweaty. But yeah, just keep it in mind. There are really, really cool items out there. I think my favorite is just a regular simple tote bag. I really, really love this item. I think it's really cool and it's so simple. I don't know, I love simple stuff. What can I say? The bum bag, oh my god, I love this trend. I'm obsessed. So obviously I've seen it like almost, I don't know, even a year ago, 6 months ago. Gucci were the first one that kind of like caught my eyes. It's just a really, really cool trend. It reminds me of the 80s kind of like pouch. Anyway, it reminds me of the 80s, and everything that's kind of 80s coming back. So a lot of companies started doing them. Most of them are in the more luxury brands. I've seen obviously Gucci, and who else? Louis Vuitton are doing them. I don't know, all of them are so cool. Just the shape and the fact that they're hand-free are just like, I love this concept. It's so cool. So yes, bold colors and patterns are so in right now. It's all about express yourself and have, a character and show what you think and what you feel. And that's why I really like this trend. Even though I'm not a person who usually wears a lot of color and pattern, I am trying to be more bold and be more confident in terms of what I can pull off and what I can't, because I'm more of a basic kind of girl. But definitely, definitely give it a shot. It's very much show individuality, and don't be afraid to try this trend. It's really cool. And yeah, be brave and be bold. Jeans. Yes, there are a lot of new things that are going on right now in the jeans kind of like world. So obviously jeans have a big part in our wardrobe and our day-to-day kind of like outfits, but this time it's kind of different. You will see more of a laid-back, relaxed kind of fit. We've seen the mom fit last season. It's still very much here, but the new kind of like shapes and cuts is that it's very wide and very hippie kind of looking, more of like the 70s. Contrasting stitches are actually the biggest thing right now. I've seen a lot of dark jeans with bright stitches, so it's very much of a contrast. You can also see a lot of patchwork jeans. Overall, jeans are very much still a big part of our wardrobe. It's always good to add new pieces to your wardrobe, something that you feel like it's very current but very much you. Last favorite trend is the sheer trend. Basically everything that's sheer or sheerness in general. This trend is pretty much to have either one or two pieces that are sheer and show whatever is going on beneath them. So it can be like a really nice sheer shirt and show maybe a bralette underneath. It's very sexy, very feminine, but can also be very cool if you wear it in the right way. Definitely it's something that I will experiment with. You can make it so cool and so relaxed or elegant. You can play with it. There's not one way to wear a sheer item. I really love sheer tops with something underneath it. I think it's very much my style. But again, you can always take the trend and make it your own, something that will fit to your personality. So yeah, you can already see a lot of chiffons out there. Really thin fabrics that you can kind of see whatever is going underneath them, which is really cool. Even sheer t-shirts I've seen before, even like really bold colors but sheer fabric. You can find a lot. So that's about it. These are my favorite trends for spring 2018, and I'm so excited to experiment and search for my own pieces, things that I really like and go well with my personality. I can't wait for the next season. I'm too cold and I'm done with the winter, definitely. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up right there and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And that's about it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!